What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how the Arizona Cardinals can be a sneaky team next year. Without further ado, please like, subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. We're at 93 subscribers so far, so we're 7 subscribers away. So if you don't mind, please subscribe, and also comment down below anything you want to discuss about. I'm always there for debate. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So currently in the draft order for the 2024 draft, the Arizona Cardinals had the fourth pick, and the reason why I think they have like a sneaky chance to be really good next year is because they actually have a kind of a solid roster, and I'm gonna get into the roster in a bit. And the reason why they sucked this year is because Kyler Murray was injured for like I think 10 weeks. 10 to 11 weeks, I think he was injured because he was coming back from a torn ACL. And in my opinion, Kyler Murray had a decent season this year. I'm gonna show the stats here. He almost hit 2,000 yards. Playing I think less than 10 games this season he played, so that was really good of Kyler. And then he had 10 passing touchdowns, 5 interceptions. It's not like jaw-dropping stats, but with the weapons he had this year, like, he really played pretty good. He actually kind of impressed me this year, and his completion percentage was actually pretty good this season, 65. Not like entirely amazing, but again, the weapons he had were just wasn't that good. But I want to talk about his games that he won this season that impressed me a lot. And if we look at the teams that he played. So he beat I remember this was my favorite game that the Cardinals played last year. He played against the Eagles and defeated them 35-31, coming back against the Philadelphia Eagles, who were a pretty good team, in my opinion. And this Arizona Cardinals team this season was very competitive. Like, Kyler Murray, when he came back, beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, who were a playoff team. They also gave the Falcons a run for their money. They beat them also. They did. I think Josh Dobbs. I remember. Yeah, Kyler Murray came back from week 10, so he played a total of. I think he played a total of 7 games, and the stats that he put up in 7 games were pretty good in my opinion. And I think against the Eagles, he had 3 touchdowns that year. That's that game. He had 232 and an 80% completion percentage. Like, Kyler Murray is still the guy for Arizona. Like, he gets a lot of hate, but he's actually a decent player. Actually, he's above decent. I think, in my opinion, he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Maybe top 15, like people will say. But Kyler Murray was a first overall pick in 2019. He was a Heisman winner. People forget about that. And if I had to give an NBA comparison of Kyler Murray, I would say he's a Trae Young of the NFL, which is still pretty good. And yeah, so I think Kyler Murray is definitely someone that the Arizona Cardinals are probably going to build around. They already paid him the bag, well deserved. So yeah, enough about Kyler Murray. Let's get on with the draft. Like, what I think the Arizona Cardinals should do to make sure they're a very good team this season, because they have potential. Their pick is number 4, and the way it's looking like Chicago is going to pick number 1. They're going to pick Caleb Williams. I think Washington's also going to pick number 2. They're going to pick a quarterback, and the New England is also going to pick another quarterback. I think these first 3 teams are going to reset the quarterback clock. So it really gives Arizona an interesting situation here, right? So let's just say that these 3 teams in the top 3 choose the quarterback that they want. Guess who they had number 4? At the number 4 pick, they got a chance to snag the steal of a lifetime and take the most impressive wide receiver prospect I've ever seen in my life. And that's Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State. Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't even have to talk about it. Everybody knows that he is the best prospect in all since I think Justin Jefferson and probably Jamar Chase. I think he's more hyped up than both of them. So like that's just saying something, right? And imagine Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. You pair him up with Hollywood Brown, like, and then you have a decent backfield with James Conner. Like, this team could be really good, and I think Marvin Harrison Jr. will whatever team he goes to will make an impact that the team really needs. And then people forget Arizona has 2 first-round picks because of the trade they did with Houston last year, which gave the Texans Will Anderson, and they traded down to get, I think, Paris Johnson Jr. So, in my opinion, the Cardinals, they could either get someone to help in the defense, because I think, if I look at their roster right now, Budda Baker's, he's a stud. He's really good. He's a good safety, but safety's not their problem. I think you either build your O-line, because I think they got Paris Johnson Jr. last year, who had a pretty good season this year. And then I think you could either upgrade in corner too. Like, I don't know if Hamilton Sr.'s like, he's it. Like, I don't know. They like, the thing with the Cardinals is that the defense is an issue. Their secondary was probably one of the worst in the league. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't really watch a lot of Cardinals football, but I'm pretty sure they had one of the worst defenses in the league. So I guess you can upgrade in defense. I think this draft has a lot of good corners that you can go with. So the Cardinals, in my opinion, are in an interesting situation here, right? They could either be really good next year or pretty mid. I don't think they're going to be as bad as they are, because I think a full, healthy year with Kyler Murray could be very good for this team. And then look at the opponents that they're playing next year, right? I mean, they're playing the NFC North. That's a hard division, because you got the Chicago Bears, the Packers, the Lions, the Vikings. So that's a hard division right there. But then they also play the Panthers. They play the Bills. So like they have a hard schedule in my opinion, but they don't have an insane hard schedule. I think my prediction, if I had to give the Cardinals right now, they haven't made any free agency moves yet, so they definitely have opportunities to get players. I think the Cardinals could be either a 7, probably a 12-win team. Like I'm saying right now, like the 49ers are going to fall off they're going to fall off next year. I still think that the 49ers might win the division, because they just have so much talent, but they're definitely weaker next year. The Rams, I think they're just too old of a team. I don't know. Like, Matthew Stafford's getting old. Cooper Kupp has just not been the same. So I don't know how much time the Rams have. And then I don't know. Who else is in their division? I think they got the Seahawks. The Seahawks are also in their division. I think the Seahawks are going to be pretty bad. They just lost their offensive coordinator. I don't know if Geno Smith is going to have, like, I think he had a down year this year. So I don't know. The Cardinals are in a interesting situation here, right? Like, they could either win the division next year. Like, I think they could either be a wild card team. I think that's their ceiling. But don't be surprised if the Cardinals actually make some moves this offseason and make this team a legitimate contender, like, as far as next season or the season after that. Because I feel like the 49ers' time window is coming to an end. The Rams has probably also come to an end. So we never know. There's at least one surprising team every year. We saw it this year with the Houston Texans. So, yeah. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to be pretty scary next year. I mean, they could be scary. They could be a sleeper team next year. I don't know. You guys can comment. Please comment down below. What do you guys think, right? Like, do you think that the Cardinals have a chance to be good next year? Or do you think I'm just overrating this team? Do you think I'm just like, not accurately talking about this team? Like, do you think I'm overrating this team? Like, just let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's it with the video. Please subscribe, please like, and without further ado, let's go.